Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we have the FabFitFun spoilers for number 3, all the research I did for number 3. So the first item is from Kate Sommerville, and I do happen to have 2 of them. I have 1.7 ounce. What they're gonna give you is actually 2 ounce for $98 MSRP, but both of them that I have are 1.7 ounce. This is the one that I've already started using. I have not opened this one yet, obviously. So let's talk about the ingredients. This one has a lot of ingredients to talk about. The first one is lactic acid. That's an AHA. AHA is a chemical exfoliant, so lactic acid belongs to this group of chemical exfoliants, and the AHAs are water soluble. So they sit on top of your face and they do surface level exfoliation. That gets all the dead skin cells off. They also, this one in particular, lactic acid, helps your cell turnover rate, so you're getting newer cells faster. So it's an anti-aging acid. And so these are chemical exfoliants. If you have sensitive skin, you need to be definitely careful with chemical exfoliants, especially this one's number 2 on the list, and it's a pretty strong one. This one also has some natural enzymes. So the next ingredient I want to talk about on the list is a little bit farther down. It's the papaya fruit. So papaya fruit is going to work as a natural exfoliant. They have little enzymes that kind of eat the dead skin off of your face. Then the next one is salicylic acid, and that is a BHA. So the difference between AHAs and BHAs is AHAs are water soluble and they're working more on the surface and a little bit more for anti-aging. Then BHAs actually are oil soluble and they can penetrate your skin or penetrate into your pores and kind of exfoliate inside the pore. That's why they're really good for acne as well. So this just happens to have both AHAs and BHAs. I really like both of those. Like, I really like chemical exfoliants, but I have very tough skin. Like, you can do a lot to my skin. Both of these things are probably not super sensitive skin friendly. So again, if you have sensitive skin, I'm not saying you can't use this product, but maybe just don't use it too often, or make sure you test first to make sure you don't have any sort of reaction to it. Next on the list is another natural exfoliant, and that is pumpkin. It's pumpkin extract. So that's another thing that's going to be eating those dead skin cells naturally. The next one on the list that I want to talk about is honey. So it does say it in different languages, but it is honey. That is a natural antibacterial, so it does help with acne as well. So this is pretty much doing 2 things. It's very anti-aging, has a lot of anti-aging ingredients, has a lot of resurfacing, which is why it gets the name exfoliate. And it also, I think, is really good for acne. There's 3 ingredients, the salicylic acid, then this honey, and then later I'm going to talk about retinol, which is good for anti-aging and also for acne. So I think if you have acne-prone skin, or if you're just looking for something that's really anti-aging, is going to do a lot of smoothing, this is definitely going to do that. Going down on the list a little bit farther, I'm not talking about every ingredient, I'm just kind of talking about some that I think are really important, is beta carotene. That's an antioxidant, and it's basically helping prevent future damage from UV rays and all of that. Our natural environment is constantly damaging our skin, smoke and smog and all the things. So that's preventative, but it also actually helps reverse a little bit of that oxidation. So it's an antioxidant, and then that kind of makes your cells a little bit healthier. So I really like when I see that in the list, so I decided to talk about that one. Then we have the aloe leaf juice powder. That's another one of my favorite ingredients because it's very soothing, and I hope that that helps with some of the other ingredients that might be slightly irritating. We'll talk about that in the reviews though. Then, in addition to having the enzymes we talked about earlier, the papaya and the pumpkin, the extracts, they also have the enzymes of some fruits. So it has bromelain. Bromelain is the enzyme from pineapple. It's an enzyme that exfoliates, again, by eating the dead skin cells off of your face. Like, if you can imagine an enzyme having a mouth, that's what it's doing. It's like kind of eating that dead skin. And then papain, which is the same thing, but from papaya. So it's interesting that they have papaya fruit extract, and then they also have papain, which is the enzyme from papaya, but this has got a lot of papaya in it. So if you're allergic also to papaya or to pineapple or to pumpkin, then you probably have to skip this as well. So the next ingredient that I want to talk about is retinol palmitate, and that is your vitamin A. It's your retinol. And I don't know what percentage this has. It doesn't actually say. That ingredient boosts collagen. It also increases that cell turnover rate. It can also clear out your pores. So it's really good for acne. It's really good for anti-aging. A lot of people love the benefits of retinol. There is some negative research about retinol as well. There is some about it that it can mess with your hormones. There's also some about increased risk to skin cancer. You definitely need to put on SPF anytime you use products with retinol. Even if it's one like this that you wash off, you want to follow it up with SPF because no matter what, retinol does make your skin more sensitive to the sun. So it does actually increase the likelihood that you will burn. And obviously that can increase the likelihood of skin cancer later. So you definitely want to wear a lot of sunscreen anytime you start using retinol. Like everyday sunscreen should be on your face. But honestly, whether you're using retinol or not, you should be using sunscreen all the time. Like everybody should be wearing sunscreen on their face all the time, on their body, as much as you can. I definitely am not the best at that, but there should be sunscreen on your face. Whether you choose mineral or chemical, I prefer mineral sunscreen, and I prefer to also have makeup that has mineral sunscreen in it. Provides a protective layer from the sun. But whichever one you choose is fine, just make sure you're putting it on your face because that's very important, and it's extra important if you're using something like this. So if you picked this item, promise me you'll put sunscreen on your face. There's a couple more ingredients to talk about. It does have tocopherol acetate, that is vitamin E, another antioxidant. It's an ingredient that I love in skincare, and pretty much every FabFitFun skincare item so far in the first 3 sections does have that ingredient. Then it does have some essential oils. So some people actually think that essential oils shouldn't be really applied to your face and that they can cause sensitivity, reaction, all of that. And some of the comments in the reviews did mention, especially because it has cinnamon oil, that could be one of the reasons why they had a reaction, because they have reaction to essential oils. So if you do, you might want to think about it because this one has a lot and you can see them at the bottom, but especially the cinnamon. So let me open it. One of the negatives is actually about its gross color. So it's this like green color. If I'm already gonna talk about the negatives, I might as well tell you the reviews. It's 4.5 stars with 13,550 reviewers. So for positives, it was that it worked. That they saw a difference, they had smoother skin, that it was anti-aging, that they definitely saw exfoliation, that they saw something after the first or second try. A couple other things that were mentioned in the positives was that it was sensitive skin friendly, and there's definitely multiple people in the positives saying that, but there's also people in the negatives saying that they had a reaction. So is it truly sensitive skin friendly? I can't speak to that because I don't have sensitive skin, but it seems kind of mixed. So if you have sensitive skin, you're probably taking a chance choosing this item. Now for the negatives, it's that it's this gross green color. I don't know. That never really bothered me until I read about it, and now when I look at it, it does look super gross, but until I read the reviews, that didn't bother me at all. Also, they said the scent, they dislike the scent. I like the scent. To me, it's a mixture of the cinnamon, the clove, and pumpkin. So it's kind of like pumpkin spice. It's not like sweet pumpkin spice, but it's like raw pumpkin spice, like raw pumpkin, you know? If you opened a pumpkin, not like an actual pumpkin pie, but I still kind of like it. But I am a fall girl, so maybe that's why. And then the last of the negatives was burning. There's a lot of people saying it was burning, and then also that some had allergic reactions. So you do have to be careful with this one. I like that it's not super gritty, so it's not that kind of sensitive skin issues, like it being too much granules in it or anything like that. It's definitely not that, but it's the ingredients. There's definitely ingredients in here that can cause reactions. If you've had good luck with some of these ingredients before, this one's probably gonna be fine because it does have some soothing ingredients as well, but that lactic acid is pretty high. So if you've had any issues with lactic acid at all, it's literally the second ingredient. It does say that it works for all skin types, and looking at the ingredients list, that makes sense to me. It's also cruelty-free, and that's pretty much all the information I have about this product. Next in category 3 is a pair of sunglasses from Prive Revaux, and this is the Juliet sunglass. They are polarized, so that's pretty cool. And the retail value for this, the MSRP, is $39.95, so pretty much $40 if you round up. So they're a cat eye, and they say that they work best for heart, round, and square faces. So if you have a long oval face or like more rectangle shaped, then probably not the best for you. Doesn't mean, I mean, it's all preference, but that's what they say. And I feel like cat eye, especially these that are like a little bit big, and then they have a little metal on top too. So I feel like, yes, that could probably look a little bit weird on a really long face. But if you go across your face, it's 53 millimeters across for the actual, you know, eyeballs. The eyeballs of the glasses. I don't know what they're called. Lenses. It's actually not the lenses because it's from edge to edge. So lenses and the front part of it. And then it is $145 for the temples. It's gonna go like that. And then in between, the bridge is going to be $20 in between. And it has little adjustable silicone, so you get like the perfect fit. Anyways, but it's going to be $123. So all the way across my face like this. And you could do this on your own at home too, to see like what's that gonna look like for you. So I believe it's 123, right? No, 53 and 53 plus 20. Oh, so it's gonna be 126. Yes. About that far across, give or take a little bit. They're made of scratch-resistant acrylic, they're also anti-glare, and they work as blue light glasses because they do have blue light filter on them. I don't know that really, I guess sometimes I'm on my phone when I'm wearing sunglasses, but I'm not really on my computer, but you do get that benefit. That's all I have on this. I didn't really find any more information. They are on the website, and it didn't look like it was a FabFitFun, like exclusively made for FabFitFun. However, I'm not 100% sure about that one. Some of these other ones are exclusively made for FabFitFun. The next one is actually Kate Spade. It is their mini square set of earrings, and this normally comes in a bunch of different like colors. They have some that are cubic zirconia, they have some that are all black or blue glitter. These are the opal glitter. It's the MSRP of $32, and like I said, it is opal glitter. They're made out of resin, and then they have the glitter inside of the resin, but it gives it like that opal look. Some of the complaints in the negative comments, which maybe I'm getting ahead of myself because I usually do it at the end, was that the glitter was a little bit too thick, so it didn't actually sparkle the way like thin glitter does, or tiny glitter specks do. I think glitter is glitter. I think it's still really pretty, but you definitely get a different type of shine in the light when the glitter particles are thick and when they're really tiny. So on FabFitFun's website, it actually says 0.38 by 0.38, but if you go online, it says 0.5 by 0.5. So I don't know if they're counting 0.38 is the actual resin, and then 0.5 maybe goes with the gold around it as well because it's gold plated around, or if there's just a miscommunication about it. I mean, that's not too far off, it's not too different either way, but they are a pretty big size. That's bigger than your average stud earring. The posts are made of titanium, and then they say gold plated metal. I did find that some of the other versions are 14 karat gold plated, but this one, even on Kate Spade's website, did not say 14 karat gold plated, so it's just gold plated. I'm not sure like the actual standard for that gold. This one has 4.4 stars with 722 reviews. This is on the Kate Spade website because it's not really sold elsewhere. So it's hard for me. I don't like to take reviews from those types of websites when it's the actual manufacturer and like they only sell it on theirs, because they can be manipulated. If something's really, really bad, they can delete it. It doesn't seem like they did that because I did read several bad reviews when I was looking through the reviews, but I always like to take it with a grain of salt because it's not that hard to delete a bad review on your own website. It's really hard to delete a bad review on a different website. For the positives, it talked a lot about the size, people saying it's a great size, and also that it's larger than average, like the average stud. So they got compliments because they were very noticeable, like showstopper kind of earrings. Also the color, a lot of people did talk about the color. I should add also that when I went through the actual reviews, I was going through the reviews of all the different ones. So it includes opal glitter, but it also included like blue glitter, it included black ones, and it included cubic zirconia. Another thing in the positives were that they were comfortable to wear and just that they're pretty. Like, these are very beautiful. For the negatives, it was the quality was not good. Either that they looked cheap when they first saw them, or some people said theirs broke, or I think a couple people said like it just fell out of their ear and they didn't even realize it because the post didn't stay. And then there was a lot of reviews about the post not being long enough, being too short. And this is interesting because I have my own box, and I watched a review of my box where someone was trying the hoop earrings, and it was Casey, and she said she didn't realize her earlobes were so big. Like, they worked for her daughter, but they didn't really work for her. Like, the post wasn't long enough that she couldn't fit her ear in there. And I thought that's interesting. So I guess there obviously are different sizes. So I don't know. I never had an issue with those earrings. I thought maybe she got a bad batch, but then it fit her daughter fine. So this post issue could maybe be for someone whose earlobe is a little bit thicker. I didn't even know there was a such thing as having different earlobe sizes. I kind of felt like we all had the same earlobes, but it makes sense. We have different everything. So like if we have different noses, why wouldn't we also have different earlobes, you know? I don't know. It makes sense. So the next item is from Erin Condren, and I'm probably not saying that right. I'm not great at saying things on this channel, but I have the facts. That's what you come here for. It is their design bundle. So there's design stationery bundle, and I think it's cute. It comes with 16 cards, and the cards are different. So there's 4 thank you cards, 4 birthday cards, 4 hello cards, and I forgot what the last one was. Oh, 4 congratulations cards as well. Then it also comes with 3 of their dual tip markers, and those are on their website, like usually a marker set though, not just like 3, and those look really cool. The retail value for this is $35.50, and unfortunately, because it's an exclusively made kind of bundle for FabFitFun, I really didn't find any more information about it online. The next item is from Gaiam, and it is their ultimate toning kit. And again, I am probably saying that wrong too. You just gotta trust that I have the information, even if I don't have the pronunciation. So this is a $50 MSRP, and this is a throwback item. So some of the FabFitFun members already own this item. It comes with a like Pilates reformer, like not the machine reformer, but like a kind of reformer-like product that has 4 different handles for your feet and your hands. And you stretch using it. So it uses resistance. That's how Pilates kind of works even when you're on an actual reformer. It uses the resistance instead of like the weight from weights. You're using resistance and you're working against that resistance. It's similar. And that reformer has a 28.5 inches. Finger to finger here. I'm assuming that's handle to handle, but you're gonna stretch it. So as you're using it, you're gonna stretch it out, but that's probably just when it's sitting and nobody's stretching anything. The next item this comes with is an ab ball. So if you hold this and do some of the ab exercises, there's a lot of ways to use an ab ball actually. You can also put it behind you while you're like doing crunches, it kind of assists you, but that is gonna be 8 inches, and that's typical of an ab ball. So 8 inches diameter. Imagine a circle on screen. And it also comes with an app. And this one has 1 month membership to the app, of 1 month free trial. Again, if you're getting one of these things, you're gonna have to cancel. So make sure you cancel, or if you want it, of course, continue to buy it. But if not, be sure to cancel. Now there aren't that many reviews online. There are some on different sites, but there's still a trend, and I talked about it last time. I don't remember if this is summer. I think this was either last spring or last summer. And I talked about the reviews. It seems to not be tall person friendly. Some people said there's broke because like they were doing the exercise, maybe the way the app was saying, and there's just broke because they're tall. And it seemed like the negative comments were all from tall beauties. I've always wanted to be a tall beauty. I'm a very, very short person, but I don't know that this is tall girl friendly. So if you are really tall, I don't actually know where the limit is, like where that happens. Because this is a throwback item, hopefully we get some comments down below, like, yes, it worked for me, it was really easy to use, or I broke it because I was too tall. So hopefully we get some of those comments. If you guys have any experience, please leave them down below. And that's all the information I have for this product. Like I said, it's not really enough reviews, but it just seemed like the ones that were available all kind of said that, so I wanted to share it either way. And the last item is the Shoshanna umbrella. This has come back twice. It was spring of 2020, then spring of 2021, and now it is back for spring of 2022. This is a pretty huge umbrella. It also has a really cute ruffle around the whole edge. It's like a navy blue and has little yellow daisies all over it. The pattern is very busy because it has little leaves and stems as well. And definitely it's a lot, but in a cute way. And especially with the ruffle, it looks like a little parasol. I love that. It has a plastic handle, and on the plastic handle has a little saying that says, "Don't rain on my parade," which is so, so cute. I love that. I ended up not getting this because it's not really my style because the pattern is too much. I get like anxiety if there's too much pattern to anything. So it's just personally not my style. But if I saw someone out with it, I would probably think it was cute for them, you know? It's also really big, so let's do the measurements. I don't know if I said MSRP yet, but it's a $40 MSRP, but look how big this is when it's open. It's 32.8 inches. I could fit 2 of me under here, and I'm a small person, but like still. This is a pretty decent size umbrella for coming in a subscription box. It's not a little mini umbrella. This one's gonna be really, really big. And from base to the top, it's gonna be 22.6, which is this right here. Not bad. I actually think this is kind of short, and I said this in my last video too last spring, where it looks like for how big across it is, that the handle seems kind of small. Like the actual base seems kind of small. But if anyone has it out there, do you feel like that? Do you feel like it's too close to you or you have to hold it up too high? I don't know. I just feel like if this was the handle down here, how high would I have to hold it so that it's actually like really covering me? I don't know. We need some real experience on this one. And the inside's made of steel and fiberglass, except for the handle on the bottom that is made of plastic, but it seems like it would be pretty sturdy. It doesn't seem like it's cheaply made based on what it's made with. It is made in China. I know people do care about that and also have some opinions about whether something's made in China. It doesn't bother me when things are made in China at all. I do think there's quality products and also not quality that comes from there, but some people do like to avoid that. And then this is again exclusively made for FabFitFun, so that retail value, $40, I just knock a little bit off. Same thing with anything that was exclusively made for FabFitFun that I talk about. If I'm making a decision based on MSRP, let's say there's 2 items and I don't know which one to choose because they both have benefits that I like, and most of those cases I just add both items. But if I was on a budget and I can only choose one, and then I'm like, I'll go by MSRP so my box has the highest value, I don't count the FabFitFun items that are exclusively made for FabFitFun at their regular MSRP. That's just a trick that I use because the quality is usually a little less than whatever the MSRP is. That's just something that I do. It doesn't have to be something that you do, but that's what I recommend. And that is everything for category number 3. Hopefully I get category 4 up before we are done. So I think it's the 31st on Monday. So this one's gonna post Sunday because it's Saturday right now while I'm filming it and I still have to edit it. So this will post Sunday. I'll probably film one tomorrow, Sunday, that I've done the research on already and try to post that Sunday night. I will definitely not get to number 6. Like, you won't see number 6 for sure before the annuals are done, unfortunately, because 6 has a lot of items in it. I will see if I can get 5. I think you'll definitely get 4 of these videos. And if you are seasonal, you'll get all of them because I'll put them up even after the annuals have all customized. There's already so many things sold out, so I hope they restock some of those for the seasonals, but it's interesting what is happening with FabFitFun. They increased their price, and you know, if I'm being perfectly honest, this is not my favorite box, like, that they've released. FabFitFun is one of my favorite boxes, but why wouldn't you make a show-stopping box on a season where you increase the price? Who knows? I still love the box, I still recommend it, and I should just shout out my link. I do have a discounted link down below where you will get $10 off of your box if you choose to use it. It doesn't make anything different for you. It helps my channel out, and it also gives you a discount. So that's going to be down in the comments, and I'll put it in the description as well so that you can get $10 off your box if you use that referral link. That's all I have for you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.